first event of the Kitefoil World Series circuit in 2023 brought riders to the mountains of Austria. Sometimes the wind on Traunsee can be elusive, and it can spell unwanted touchdowns and even crashes when riders get it wrong. One man who appears to have the measure of those difficult conditions, however, is Martin Dolenz. The Croatian won this event in 2022, and this year he opened with a strong defence of the title. No wonder some of the other competitors refer to Dolenz as the Traunsee King.
The first day of Traunsee was challenging as always. I luckily had a really good day. I did really good decisions. Kiting here is super special because you're kiting and you're watching the mountains, and the fresh water that you can drink actually is really cool. So yeah, we always love to come back to Traunsee. I guess I'm still in top conditions since the Worlds, and yeah, but I think this place, it's not really so much about the speed, it's more about reading the course and having good starts. The Kitefoil World Series, I think this year it's definitely the best training we can get for the Olympics.
Meanwhile, in the women's competition, Australia's Brianna Whitehead had a great first day on the water. Even more impressive considering this was her first time at Traunsee. Day 2 brought one of the best days of racing you could ever hope for. 6 back-to-back heats in 8 to 14 knots of breeze and bright blue skies. Everyone was going a similar speed and the margins of victory were tiny, which meant the race wins went 4 different ways, with another win for yellow bib wearer Martin Dolenz from Croatia, 2 wins for Max Mader from Singapore, and a special victory for Flo Gruber.
I just had a really good day. Finally I could bring my performance on the scoreboard. Because it's just a short course here, you have to be 100% through the whole course. You can't have any mistake, there's no room for mistakes. The season were really long. I had a few tough races where I couldn't bring my performance I wanted to, and yeah, that's a little bit disappointed sometimes, but of course I know it's still a long way, and I can do good if I want to. The main events of the season are done, so it's a little bit more easy now. You can enjoy the races. It's not that important to make a really good result. You can really focus from race to race and work on your skills or whatever you want to work on. It's equipment training, skill training.
Gloria Nolo has now closed to within 2 points of the top female rider on the scoreboard, Australia's Brianna Whitehead. This was Nolo's first event after taking time out after winning her first ever Formula Kite World title a couple of months earlier in the Netherlands.
The start was pretty complicated for me. I was a bit rusty after my 3 weeks break, but it was good to be back on the water. I think the main focus is to know when you have to break and why. Yeah, for us, the season has been super intense, a lot of important competitions back to back. For me, the most important with the World Series is you can be okay with making mistakes. You can try new things. The good thing here is we are racing with the guys as well, so it's you can push it always forward because the guys are faster than us for the moment. But yeah, you're always trying to catch them, so you're always trying to push the limits.
While we were in Austria, it was the perfect opportunity to catch up with the country's up-and-coming riders.
It's not that easy. It's a very logistic challenge, a big logistic challenge, because in Austria we're the only lake that really comes into places here, and the wind conditions are not always the best. So for 2.5 years now I've been traveling almost all year round with my coach and with the help of the Austrian Federation.
Yeah, so I've been kite surfing for 15 years now. I started because my dad has been doing it since 1999. And at the year of 2020, I injured myself. And then it was around the same time that kiteboarding became an Olympic sport. And I was kind of looking for the fire in myself again to do something new. And I took the challenge to swap to racing.
While Pontus has qualified Austria for the Olympics in 2024, Elena Corneli is still on that journey and is keen to join her teammate for the Paris Games. She also remembers she's come a long, long way in the past few years.
And in the beginning, when I was starting with competitions, I didn't think that I could keep up with the nations like Spain or France or Italy, with nations who are living at the seaside, because they can go out whenever they want basically, and I always have to travel with my whole equipment to places where it's good. But on the other hand, I think I have another motivation, and I might appreciate the water way more than others, because I know I'm here now and I want to go out, and it's not like, today the conditions, they don't look good. I go the next day because I want to spend every day on the water when I'm at the seaside or when I'm at the lake. So maybe this is my advantage, that I also go out in more tricky conditions, because when I'm there, I just want to ride and make the best out of it.
A gusty whirlwind final day tested the riders to their limits, both physically and emotionally. It was a difficult day for trialling a new medal series format, but somehow it all came together on the day. In the men's competition, JJ Kozłowski from Poland fought his way through from 10th up to 6th in the knockout rounds. But in the four-rider final, there was simply no stopping Max Mader. Carrying through the benefit of 2 race wins for having led the opening series, the 17-year-old from Singapore won the first race of the final and sealed gold in quick order. Flo Gruber took silver and Dennis Taradin of Cyprus the bronze. Brianna Whitehead had started the day on match point, the Australian wearing the yellow bib in the women's competition. But the speed of Lauriane Nolot was irresistible, the French rider scorching away to take 2 race wins and the gold medal. Whitehead took silver, and last year's winner at Transi, Julia Damasevic, took bronze for Poland.
I think performance-wise, it was a good event. I think my speed was okay. I can always improve and become better, but I think I'm there, and I just have to work in some parts to become even better.
Transi delivered way more racing days than we expected. 3 out of 4 days, we were out on the water, racing, battling, having fun. So great turnout for this event.
It had been a great week of competition and another triumph for Transi and the local organisers.
As you can see right now, we had the medal races, and it was, I think, a perfect show what the riders put on. The Max, for almost 20 years we are doing now this high caliber and high event racing on different boat classes nowadays, in the last 4 years now, with the kite foils, what is I think the most impressive story we ever did. And for the region it's a very important economical factor which pays in for tourism, what pays in for the acknowledgement of our region out in the world of sailing, out in the world of kiting and water sports in general.
With the freshwater challenge of Transi complete for another year, the fleet moved directly to the next event in the south of Sardinia, Kitefoil World Series Italy.